Bowling fans, we're live here from Pro Bowl West for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. I'm Scott Gilmore. Joining me on today's broadcast is PBA Hall of Famer Mike Albee. And today is all about the singles. We're going to have the girls and the boys stepladder finals. And Mike, it's a lot of pressure. They're bowling for a state title.
Yeah, and we're down to the best of the best here in the state of Indiana. They've been bowling trying to get to this spot since August. So it's going to be a big day today. It's a little bit different. They're bowling on a live stream, so there's some lighting, there's fans, it's quiet. So that's probably the biggest thing they need to adjust to.
Well, I know you have a ton of experience bowling stepladder finals in your PBA career. What kind of advice would you give these kids today? Because we know the pressure is going to be high.
Pressure is very high, but what you go out, when you get your practice balls, you want to make sure you make your best shots in practice so that you're able to line up to the condition. And then once your match starts, once the ball's out of your hand, it's history. You just worry about one shot, and that's the one you're getting ready to throw.
Well, if singles lives up to anything like we saw yesterday in the team event, we should be in for a heck of a lot of fun. When we come back, we'll talk to the number one seeds on both the girls and the boys right here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here, Laneside. I have my number one seeds for the stepladder final here this afternoon. And I'm going to start with someone that's got a lot to celebrate, especially yesterday. Morgan Morales here from Boone Grove. You won the team event. Now you're going to parlay that here maybe into a singles title. How excited are you here to be the number one seed?
I'm very excited. I'm very ready to start bowling.
Now, all that experience yesterday in that stepladder final for the team event, it's got to give you a little bit of an edge, I would think. What's your strategy here this afternoon, and what are your plan of attack here as you try to claim a singles title?
Yeah, I'm just going to start practice, try to find a good line, and I'm going to keep calm and throw one shot at a time.
All right, best of luck. And now we have our number one seed here on the boys' side, Wyatt Skipper from Elkhart. And Wyatt, boy, 866 qualifying score, bowled real well. How confident now are you coming in here knowing that you only have to win one game to claim a title?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm hoping the lanes break down my way, and I hope we can go out there and win it.
Now, are you going to really pay close attention to some of these matches here before yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
All right, well, I think Morgan and Wyatt are ready. It should be a lot of fun. When we come back, we'll have match number one on both the girls and the boys' side right here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here as we get ready to broadcast the stepladder finals of the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. And, Mike, we talked about in our pregame here that if the singles lives up to the team event, this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to check my nerves, but yeah, if you haven't seen those shows, boy, make sure you get a chance to see them at some point because they were tremendous.
Well, much different, I would say, pace of play, maybe loudness. Yesterday, when you have 5 kids on each team, a lot of cheering, a lot of celebrating, but now it's more man on man or woman against woman here, and a little bit different pace of play, but still the same amount of pressure.
No, definitely. When you're up there, you're by yourself, but you're right. The team's not behind you, cheering for you and all that. So it's a lot different in the singles because you're out there on your own.
Well, our stepladder finals here, the top 4 from each division are on the TV pair here, but we're going to start off with match number 1. On the girls' side will be Grace Zerner versus Addison Boyles. The winner of that will take on Miranda Munoz, and then a very familiar face on the girls' side, the number 1 seed from Boone Grove, Morgan Morales. And Mike, a little bit about Morgan. She's riding pretty high coming into today after her team claimed the state championship yesterday.
Well, and I think it shows what a great player she really is, because mentally, after you win a state title the day before, I mean, it's hard to get yourself back into that mode to where you're concentrating in that. So to come back out and lead the field again just the next morning is a great feat.
Well, on the boys' side, our first match will be Colin Albright versus Lucas Remenes. And Lucas, yesterday, he came up a tad bit short for Crown Point, but a lot of experience that he has bowling under the lights here in the TV competition.
Yeah, no, he was the number 4 slot, and he had to set up the senior sheets from the team and Crown Point team, and he made some great shots. I think he might have only missed one time, I think, in the championship. So he had a great day yesterday to be there, and they were the runner-up, but great deal. Yeah,
the winner of our first match will then take on Drew Watts. Drew from Concord High School. And the winner of that will take on our number 1 seed, Wyatt Skipper from Elkhart. And really, Mike, on the boys' side, it's all about the Northwest in a sense. I guess you could say Elkhart's a little bit in that north central part, but everything else from the northern half of the state in this top 4 for the guys.
No, dominating, yeah, for sure. And it's they're probably very familiar with each other. Probably bowling through all these tournaments, and so they'll know what they're doing. But the thing in these singles matches, you've got to take care of yourself and just know what you're doing. Take it one shot at a time. And like I said, it's once it's out of your hand, it's history. You can't change it. So you just got to work real hard at one shot at a time, and that's the one you're getting ready to throw.
Well, head coach of Elkhart, Jeremy Delcamp, has his hands full because he's got 2 guys in the top 4, and Colin Albright, and then obviously the number 1 seed, Wyatt Skipper. And, of course, Wyatt now, he could kind of cheer on his teammate too, right, as we proceed through this step ladder to see maybe if he can find his way into that championship match. But obviously, we've seen Grace Zerner before from the Indy West Conference, bowling for Cathedral. And she'll take on, again, Addison Boyles from Frankton here in our first match on the girls' side. So we appreciate you watching the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals here on Savage Bowling TV. Want to thank our sponsors for today to bring this broadcast to you, and that is the brands of Storm Bowling Products, Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global. Want to thank Trophy House for their contributions, as along with the IBCA, and then, of course, IHSB, Indiana High School Bowling. Sit back and relax here. This is going to go by pretty quick. Yesterday's broadcast was moved right along, and we expect here in maybe an hour and a half or so, hour and 45 minutes, we're going to know who's going to claim the titles on both the boys and the girls' side. So sit back. We thank you for watching this afternoon. If you get a chance to, go ahead and hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plenty of broadcast shows coming up. We're going to be we're going to be at Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana, for the high school all-state event. That should be a great one. And then right after that, we'll be in Anderson again for the Indiana State Queens, which has always been a great broadcast. So plenty of bowling competition on Savage Bowling TV coming your way, and we hope you subscribe and become a fan, and we thank you for watching this afternoon. Players wrapping up their practice here, and once they're done, we'll get our match started. And Mike, with both Lucas Remenes on the boys' side and Morgan Morales, our number 1 seed on the girls' side, with that experience from yesterday, is that an advantage for them as they migrate through? Obviously, Morgan only have to bowl 1 game, but if Lucas is going to claim a state title, he's got to win 2 matches.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's at least in the comfort part of it, knowing what it looks like and what it feels like to be out there in this format. And I think that helps you at least get a little more relaxed. You're going to be nervous, of course, because of the state title waiting behind you there. But, yeah, I think it helps a little bit with them compared to the other players who may or may not have been experienced to this. But, when you get out there by yourself in a singles event, it's a lot of pressure on yourself for sure. I
know in your PBA days, you always wanted to be the number 1 seed, of course, because that guaranteed you at least the most money, right, back in those days. But, it's necessarily you only have to bowl 1 game, right?
Yeah, you're in the title match. So bad breaks coming up the ladder can cost you, and you may not even get there. So, yeah, give me that 1 shot every time.
Our MC, Gerard Kelly, announcing the players here for the matchup. We'll let him have a little bit of say here. right, Mike, got a little bit of rundown here on our girls' seeds here. Grace Zerner, quite the resume here coming into the state title. Sectional champion and semi-state champion.
Yeah, she's had a little bit of success already, so that's always good as well. And
first shot coming in a little high, leaving just the 6 and the 10 for now Lucas Jimenez here for Crown Point. Ooh, comes in like, ooh, fortunate to knock out the 10 pin.
Looked like he was inside of where he was yesterday. You know, he was a little more up the lane. Good spare.
Yeah.
Good start. That's what you want to do. Fill the frame the first one.
Always happy to get that first mark under your belt in frame number 1, right?
Yep. Yeah, you start with the first shot, and then you make sure you get the first mark.
Now Lucas for the spare conversion.
Good break there. Good break.
You know, and it's 2 different days, and plus you don't know who really qualifies for singles to begin with, right? But we saw some really talented players yesterday.
Yes.
And we see some talented players here today, too, as well.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot there from Grace.
Kind of a rarity as well. Two-hander with the girls. It's a good start, good shot.
Now
good power.
Yeah, Colin Albright here, the senior from Elkhart High School. Oh, just what the doctor ordered there on the first shot.
Up the lane seems like a good plan there. That was a good shot.
And now Grace here on the left lane. We're using 45-46 for the boys, lanes 47-48 for the girls. And now here goes the junior from Cathedral. That one's a little far right. Still comes back.
2-8, yeah. That's a
2-8 sleeper, never easy. Definitely in this situation, right, when you're a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that one got out there, but caught the head pin. I was concerned that one wasn't going to get that far up there, but good ball speed and gave it a chance.
Great crowds all weekend, Mike.
Yeah.
Packed house. Now Colin way right. Kind of did the same thing that Lucas did on his first shot, and he throws the washout split. The 1-3-8-10. Excuse me, 1-2-8-10. I was waiting for you to hit me in the ribs there, Mike. Hey, do you need? I need one of those little charts out here, you know.
What should it say? Remember, I'm left-handed.
Oh, when I wash out, I leave the 1-3 when I wash out.
The key is you just got to pick them up. It doesn't matter what their numbers are.
Good cover there by Grace.
Well, it's got to hurry.
All right, open frame for Colin.
I mean, if anything, we've seen, looks like a little tighter than they were maybe yesterday, but there was a lot of power out here yesterday. There were a lot of revolutions going on.
All right, Addison Boyles here for the sophomore from Frankton. Comes in light, 7 pin. Come on.
Addison throws a really nice ball, gets it to start up the lane, but it rolls a little sooner, so it puts it in play for a strike. That was a great shot.
Now what's Lucas thinking here after he had that open frame early? That's left. Fortunate, Mike, to leave just a 5 pin.
Yep. It looks a little uncomfortable. I think just a matter of getting back in the swing of things here.
And Lucas did not open. He marked in the first frame. Now needing to convert the 5 pin. I'm surprised not everybody has their hand up here in the in the bowling center.
This gives Lucas a good opportunity to throw an adjustment on his strike ball when leaving the 5 pin, so it should be a cover. Yeah,
Well,
that was a good shot there.
You know, I was really, really cool of Lucas yesterday. Struggled in that semifinal game, but boy, he really showed up big.
He did show up, yeah.
For
Great
Crown Point
strikes.
in the final match. And
well, I'll tell you that big, the last one, when he struck in the ninth, which made that keep that string going, which ended up being an 8-bagger. You know, that was important. I mean, they had no chance if he wasn't able to strike. So, great shot.
Good shot there by Addison, leaving the 10-pin, and now she's
very close. I mean, it's just a little move there, one way or the other, is going to get her up into the pocket a little better. But keep getting those spares.
Now Lucas, third frame. Comes in, crosses over for the Brooklyn strike. And yeah, well, you wonder the approach, a little timing issue it looks like right now. And you probably think that's nerves.
A little quick with the
nerves.
feet, yep. Mm-hmm. Nice,
and a
spare.
good cover by
Beautiful,
Addison.
yeah.
It is kind of hard to just settle down into the match, right? And before you know it, it's in the fifth, sixth frame.
Well,
right?
and when you miss left like that, usually if you're a right-hander, you know, you're looking up a little too soon. So he's getting there a little quick with his feet, and everything's just happening a little bit too early, which doesn't allow you to get the ball out straight in front of you. It ends up becoming a pull situation.
Oh, great
Beautiful
shot there by Colin.
Beautiful shot.
Of course, coaches can help out, give them advice. They do have to stay off the bowler's area, though. They're back up off.
They were there during practice. They're allowed to work with them on their practice and help them get lined up.
And now Grace.
A lot of pressure on those coaches.
Yeah. You'll hear bowling in the background. That's your semifinalists getting warmed up for the next match. Now Grace here. Right lane, third frame. Oh, come on. Cooperate, pins.
Another good shot.
Just not enough there, and 7-pin for Grace. Important, though, as you know, to keep filling frames.
Yeah, you don't want to give it away.
Much better shot there by Colin.
Yep.
That's a
That was a great
big
shot.
double.
Good power. Saw that 6 hit that 10. When you see that, you know they've thrown it well. When you see that 6-pin react and slap that 10 out. Nice and loose swing, but good direction on his target.
Now Grace looking for the 7-pin conversion. And she
Good
gets
job, yeah, good job. She seems very comfortable.
you know, being two-handed like Grace is. It's interesting, you know, we always use rosin on our bowling hand.
Yeah.
Well, she's using just as much rosin on her non-bowling
Yeah.
hand for grip.
Yeah, which I would think would be something you would want to make sure you got both.
Well, clean through 3. Here's 4th frame. She didn't like it.
Yeah, that was inside her target a little bit.
Well,
Makeable spare.
yeah. The 3-6. And a lot of the misses yesterday on the team event, 3-6-10, we saw quite a bit. Ball
That was
coming
a
in a little
difficult,
bit.
yeah, that was a difficult spare.
Ball coming in a little bit high. Lucas comes in light, fortunate to leave just the 2-pin.
And you can kind of see why he's trying to keep it inside a little bit, because he puts it outside a little bit and it wants to leak. But makeable 2-pin.
Not an easy spare here. Anything that you can chop is
Yeah.
difficult. Good cover.
Yep.
Woo! Skinny jeans there on the spare from Lucas.
Yeah, you know, when you see the pin just go pretty much parallel there, it's going to be tough. But that all you got to do is hit them and have them go down.
Yeah, that was close. What they say, all you got to do is touch it. That's proof. And,
Nice
great shot
there.
by Addison there.
Great shot.
Mike, and her last 3 shots have been really good.
Yes. Yep, she definitely feels, you can tell she's comfortable. Nice swing at the bottom of it. You don't see any motion to try to help it. Just all the way through and let that ball do all the work.
It's an important shot here for Lucas to kind of get lined up here.
He's in the right spot there. That looked much better to me. He needs to get his feet and more direct, I think.
That's the 2-10 split. Just doesn't look comfortable yet on the pair.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like the ball's rolling. Needs a little more earlier roll so he can keep it in play.
Now Addison, after that strike in the 4th, she comes in just a hair high, fortunate to leave the 4-7. And Mike, when you're leaving like a little half 10 or 7 pin like she did, are you making adjustments on the lane at that point?
Yeah, I think consistently, because you look at the other hits she had as well. You know, the 5's not quite getting in the 10, so you're not quite there. Great shot.
Oh, great
what
cover.
A beautiful spot. Keeps him in the game.
Absolutely.
Lucas, great shot by Lucas. Yeah, I think you've got to, you want the ball to roll just a hair earlier, and if you want that, moving back on the approach is probably the easiest way to do that. And I'm not talking a foot, a couple inches back. You just want that ball to roll just a slight earlier, so it's getting up into that pocket. So
yeah,
I think that's the most simplest move to make without really making a big change that might change your whole look.
Well, Colin here can take command of this game here with the strike in the 5th. Comes in high. Oh, pin off the side. Take that. Big shot for Colin Albright now, 3 in a row.
That was huge. Yeah, that was a huge break.
And
Great shot.
We saw Lucas after he made that 2-10 split. He walked right straight back, grabbed a ball out of his bag, and he's going to make an adjustment here. And these games go by so fast. You can't
wait.
You can't make minor moves,
No.
right? You got to do something pretty quick.
Yeah. It's one thing if you're hitting the pocket. I mean, you can do a little more dialing in, but if you're not quite hitting the pocket, yeah, it's time to make a move. And your opponent has 3 in a row.
Comes in light. Nice shot there by Grace.
Yeah. Good job. Great shot.
Now that you kind of feel like the players are starting to get acclimated to their surroundings, right?
Yep, a little more comfortable.
Now, make it a 21-pin lead with a strike here in the 6th. Oh, yeah. Great shot, Mike. And Colin is lined up.
Yep.
This next
Not
frame,
only is he hitting the pocket, but he's knocking them all down.
Yeah, this next frame is going to be big for Lucas.
Yeah, he needs to be lined up when he throws this one. Yep.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say before he actually went back and grabbed a new ball, it looked like he needed something to roll a little stronger.
A little sooner. Yeah, a little sooner, too, just to get that ball, because anything he leaked to the right was that 2-pin.
Mm-hmm. Now Grace here. Left lane. Working on a strike. Comes in light. Oh, yeah. Yep. 7-pin goes down.
Yep. Great job.
That's a double for the junior from Cathedral, Grace Zerner. And now
Grace
Addison
got a little more drive on that the last 2 shots.
Yeah, Addison Boyles now. All the pressure back on her. Right lane working on a spare in the 6th frame. But now let's see what Lucas does here, Mike, with that ball change. Oh, much better result. 6 smacks the 10 down. You wonder what he saw in practice that made him go with that ball he started with?
Well, it could have been, we watched a little bit, his feet getting a little too quick. Maybe he just wasn't reading it from what he was, physically doing.
Oh.
A great shot by Addison.
Come on, 10-pin.
Solid 10. Yeah, I think maybe he just got a misread there. Because that other ball made it certainly look like he had to be so perfect with it.
All right, now.
Needs this one, though.
The junior from Crown Point looking to get back into this match here with a strike on the left lane. Comes in light. Ooh, 2-4-5.
I thought it was a good shot.
Now the conversion on the 10-pin
Nice
and
spare.
a good one. Solid spare shooting.
Yeah.
Really from everyone here.
Addison knew that halfway down the lane. That's nice when you know the spares are good at that point.
10-pin lead here now for Grace Zerner in their match. And now Lucas looking to convert the 2-4-5. Stay clean. Oh, and he does. Just enough on the 5 there. But Mike, he's kind of hanging around, right?
No, yeah, he's keeping himself in the game.
And now Addison here with a spare in the 6th. 7th frame already here. Game number 1. Match number 1. Ooh, 2, 7, 8. She's kind of looked like she thought maybe it was a little bit better shot than that.
She throws this is a good makeable spare for her. She throws the ball really well, so seems to be good with her spares. Just give it a little room to the right and let it drive those 2 into the 7 and 8.
Now Colin Albright. Oh, I don't know what took down the 4.
Or the 9. The 9 was kind of fell backwards too. So yeah, that was a great break. Great shot though.
It was a personal foul on the 4-pin. 5 now in a row for Colin Albright. And now the spare attempt for Addison Boyle.
Oh,
Boyles,
little far. Yeah. Good
leaves
shot,
the
though.
8-pin. First open frame for her, and now she finds herself trailing by 23 in the match. What do you do if you're Grace Zerner now after your opponent gives you an open frame? Does that give you a little, does that swing get a little bit looser?
Yeah, you got to be careful here because this is the one where you just do what you've been doing. Just keep making clean shots, and you don't want to give it anymore because you have a good opportunity to extend your lead. So you just kind of keep your same even keel.
Looking for 6. Looking for 6. No, 10-pin.
Good shot.
Great shot by Colin. Boy,
Colin's lined in, yeah.
He is in a zone. He's in the right zone you want to be.
He is. He is.
And now Grace with a double here, working. 7th frame. Comes in light, and she leaves the 2-4. Oh, wait. Was the 2-4-5. 4 fell late. Now it's just the 2-5.
Yeah, those 2 pins might be big in the end. You never know.
Ooh. Woo.
Oh, he had that. Come
okay.
on.
All right. I'll trust you on that one.
I knew it after you hit it.
Yeah. All right.
Big spare here, though, for Grace.
This is going to keep.
This will extend the lead a little farther. The mark.
This will keep that lead at 22 here. We could hear a pin drop.
Yeah. Good spare.
And for
Very
Grace,
nice.
it was 2 pins that dropped, and that was important for her. And
hit them both
she stays
the ball.
clean.
Yeah. Great shot.
And now, big 2 frames here for Lucas Jimenez. He struck the last time on this right lane. Oh,
Nice.
Great shot. Mike, that ball
Nice.
rolled so much better.
It did. It caught the mid lane, rolled a little earlier, and put it right in position for that perfect strike.
We're getting down to crunch time.
No, it's for Lucas. Lucas needs
palms
the
getting a little
ninth.
sweaty here. Or?
Yeah, Lucas. If he wants any chance here, he needs this one in the 9th.
Boy, you know the pressure is mounting every frame that passes. Now, Grace here with a spare in the 7th, 8th frame, clean through 7. Oh, beautiful shot. Yep, you're right, Mike. 22-pin lead now for.
Yeah, she threw that hit that one perfectly.
For the junior from Cathedral. Now, Addison has to answer the call, but first let's see what Lucas can do. He doesn't like. Oh, yes, the ball comes back. Tomahawks the 4 down. Huge double there for Lucas.
Lucas, great shot. He's in the right part of the lane there. He's figured it out. And that was a 9th he had to have.
Yeah, Addison comes in high. Like she's running out of frames here. She's going to have to make this spare and then figure out a way to throw a few strikes here in the 9th and 10th frames.
Yeah, she's going to need the 9th for sure first. And
Now Colin after the spare. Oh,
Beautiful
10 back. We got ourselves a match here on the boys' side right now, and
yeah, Colin has got that speed up and just playing up the lane a little bit. The ball's hitting
247 max score for Colin Albright. 227 for Lucas Jimenez, and still, Mike, Colin's going on a 227 pace, right? Lucas can strike out for 227.
Yeah. This is a big one right here.
Oh, solid 10.
Wow.
Boy,
Man.
Mike, that one almost could have locked up this.
No, the first one, yeah, would have been big. Now he's going to have to spare a strike to not be locked out if Lucas strikes out.
All right, now huge shot here for Addison Boyles, the sophomore from Frankton. Needs to roll up, roll up. Oh, the 2-8.
2-8.
Looked like too, Mike. She made a ball change halfway through this game. I just noticed that.
Yeah, she's been fighting it all, but she's been close all the time.
Ah, good cover there for Colin. Now,
this field ball's big.
Yes. Well, a strike and he can't lose.
Right.
Anything less than a strike, Lucas Jimenez can step up into the 10th frame and win.
Win it, yep.
Well, Mike, match number 1, and we already have some high-level drama.
Yes.
And a great cover there.
Spare, yeah.
All right, Addison can still shoot 191, Mike. Oh, great shot. And Grace is on a 2-0 pace. So right now, Addison is going to have some help from Grace in order to come out ahead here.
But this 1 in the 9th for Grace can pretty much set it up for a win.
Well, the one thing for Lucas, he knows what he needs to do, right?
Yeah, one at a time. This is where you got to take it one at a time because you can't look past it.
Well, and his last 2 shots on this lane have been really good. Now, a strike here, and you really like her chances to advance to match number 2. Right lane.
Have to hurry.
It's going to have to go. Oh, my goodness. Mike, and the one thing you didn't want to do here, and the 2, 7, 8, 10, something you don't see very often.
Well, here count is going to be huge. So you got 4 laying down there. You know, you need to try to get the 3 on the left.
All right, Lucas must strike here. Oh, that's left. That's left. Oh, and a 10-pin. And Colin Albright from Elkhart High School will advance to match number 2. And now, all the attention now goes on the Grace Zerner, Addison Boyles girls match here.
But the count here is big. She needs 3 of those. She'll still hold the lead going into the 10th. Nice job.
Good job
nice
there.
Job.
That's
about all you can do.
Really almost impossible to make that spare.
Yep. That held her count, so.
She's going to have, I believe, what,
2 pins.
173 in the 9th?
Yep.
Great weekend nonetheless for Lucas Jimenez.
No, great job. Great job.
The junior from Crown Point. We'll probably see some more of him hopefully next season, but what a weekend for Lucas. Although I'm sure he's disappointed, Colin Albright will advance 227 to 194. And now any type of 19 fill here in this 10th frame, and Grace Zerner will advance. Anything less, and Addison Boyles will have an opportunity to take the win. Ooh, Fortunate the 10 falls
Yeah.
late, leaves
Broke pretty
just the
sharp.
4.
Yeah, broke pretty sharp on that one.
Who's more nervous, the kids or the coaches and the parents,
Probably the parents.
I would have to say that as well. Oh, my goodness. Well, when you have no control, that's when you're the most nervous, right?
Yep.
And now, Grace looking here to convert the 4-pin. And she does. Great cover.
Nice.
All right, the winner of this match will take on Miranda Munoz, the sophomore from Lake Central. Oh, my goodness. 5 count, Mike. That's.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I thought she got it where she wanted it.
Boy, that ball
broke
really,
loose.
yes, that ball really snapped down
broke
lane.
Loose, yeah.
Well, that's going to make things quite interesting here now.
Yeah, now.
That is 188 total.
Yeah, Addison now's got 3 pins to play with, but needs a mark. But she's on a spare working here, so this has to be a good one.
Yeah, this has to be a strike.
More speed.
Comes in. Oh, 6-10. And that will do it for Addison Boyles. Good effort there, good attempt. But she's going to come up short, and Grace Zerner will advance to take on Miranda Munoz.
2 great matches.
And Drew Watts waiting in the wings for Colin Albright, the junior from Concord. And that'll fill out Addison's game. Great weekend for the sophomore from Frankton. I'm sure we'll see more of Addison Boyles. When we come back here on Savage Bowling TV, we'll have match number 2, the semifinal round here from the Indian High School Bowling State Finals. You're watching it exclusively on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth on Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here. Singles for the Indian High School Bowling State Finals, and match number 1 just completed. And, man, we had some drama both games coming right down to the 10th frame again.
Yeah, chances with the last bowler to actually throw strikes and win. Yeah, didn't happen either way, but great matches. All 4 kids bowled great.
Yeah, Lucas Jimenez had an opportunity to tie his match against Colin Albright, but failed to do so. So Colin Albright advances to face Drew Watts. And Grace Zerner, fortunate to survive her match, too, as well, because she had that 5 count in her fill shot, which gave Addison Boyles an opportunity to win that match. But Addison came up short, and now Grace will take on Miranda Munoz here in our semifinals. And so we hope you enjoy the broadcast here this afternoon. Click and like our channel and subscribe for more high school bowling action and even some of the premier state scratch events you'll find right here on Savage Bowling TV. And we had a parent come up to our booth and gave us a little napkin that said, "Did you know?" And Wyatt, Colin, and Drew are all from the same conference, and actually all bowl the same junior leagues together. So these guys are quite familiar.
With each other. Yeah.
They're thinking this is just an old Saturday afternoon in their hometown center, right? And we have them back to back now for a chance to take on Wyatt Skipper, the number 1 seed on the boys' side. A little note here, you have Mike on Miranda. You gave me a little bit of information. I kind of like it.
You and Chad both, Miranda Munoz is going to study veterinary medicine at Purdue.
I like it. I'm already a fan of her, Miranda. Boiler up. Yep, we like it. Sophomore. She's got a couple more years before she can get there, but
But she's a great bowler too. Finishing second in the sectionals, 11th in the regionals, and 5th at semi-state. High games is 258. But she's an all-conference player of the year. So she's had some success.
Well, and I will say one thing. She just probably snuck through regionals, right? And that's
I would think so, yeah.
That's all it
You never
takes.
know.
You just have to survive, right?
Exactly.
They always talk about the NCAA basketball tournament. It's survive and advance to see another day.
Nope,
And she did that and parlayed that right here
here.
to a semifinal position here.
And who knows?
Number
After
2
that,
seed,
yeah.
right. You never know what can happen now. Gerard Kelly, our MC lane side, he's trying to get the crowd pumped up. Great crowds all afternoon, today and yesterday. Huge crowds.
Oh, yeah, it's a great group that's left over.
We love it. Nothing better than high school bowling here, especially at the state finals. I want to thank our sponsors here for today's broadcast. I want to thank the Storm Bowling Products, 900 Global, and Roto Grip, along with Trophy House and IBCA for making this broadcast possible here on Savage Bowling TV, the official voice of Indiana high school bowling. I want to send well wishes, Mike, to one of our good friends, Scott Devers, not under the weather, wasn't able to make it here this weekend, and want to wish Scott
definitely,
all the best.
He is in Florida, so he's probably feeling better now, I would assume.
Great
start.
First shot for
Great
Drew
start.
Watts is 10 back in the pit, and I'm sure that old warm summer air
can't hurt.
Can't hurt. I heard it's really nice on the bones and everything, right?
I think he's probably turned us off by now, but
Miranda Munoz here with a shot high through the face, and
makeable spare.
That is really cool, though. Going to study veterinary medicine, and you can't go anywhere better for that than Purdue University. And now, Colin Albright. Boy, right where he left off, Mike, in game number 1.
Yeah, the winners from last match were able to practice a little bit. Were they allowed to practice over here or just
on a different?
Yeah, so they got a few shots on a different pair, and
so
that keeps them loose, which is important. But once again, you're still not going like you were before. So it's that first shot's always a little difficult for them.
All right, spare for Miranda, and now our second look here from the junior from Cathedral, Grace Zerner. Two-hander. As you can see, she's using rosin on both hands, keep them both dry. Before we'll see Colin's second shot here, match number 2, and it's a strike.
Those were 2 really nice shots by Colin.
Head coach Aaron Beaver for Concord. And Aaron himself, a talented left-hander from the Concord Elkhart area. And Grace Zerner comes
Different
in high,
ball.
6'10",
Different ball. Yeah, definitely. That one came jumping in there.
Oh, beautiful shot for Drew.
Drew looks pretty comfortable on the pair already.
Yeah, just taking a
Great
look
shots.
here. Yeah, it's some of the accomplishments, 300 games, 790 series for Drew Watts. He's open yet. He's not decided what he's going to do beyond high school, and Colin Albright said he was going to take some time off and make a decision on his future as well. And now Grace with the 6'10" conversion,
Nice
and she
pair.
gets it. So both players are clean through one, and now both players on the boys' side have yet to miss. Third frame. Oh.
I didn't say that. You did.
Boy, the announcer's jinx bit hard there. Big 4.
It looked like the same parlay, maybe just got a little more on it, and boy, it snapped on the back end. Yeah,
and these two-handers generate so much power.
Yeah. Want to make sure you fill 2 here, though. Get 2 of them.
Oh!
Or 3, or possibly 4.
Right
yeah.
in behind the 6 pin as well.
That's about as good as you can do without picking it up. That was a great attempt.
Wow. Almost converted the big 4. You don't see that made very often, do you, Mike?
No, not at all. That's one of the tough ones.
Oh, Grace pulls the ball a little left of target and leaving the rail, the 1, 3, 6, 10. And now, how does Colin Albright respond to the open frame of Drew Watts? 3rd frame. Well, he responds with another strike.
Yeah. No, he's very comfortable there. Yeah, great shot. But he's got that ball where it's arced and it's hitting flush. So he's not going to have to worry about too many things being left standing if he puts it right there.
These guys are looking like I did when I was a little kid with my plastic pin set, right?
Yeah, pins are just flying.
Oh.
Nice.
And a great
spare
cover.
by Grace. Yeah, beautiful spare. That's pretty difficult, that spare.
I wasn't going to say it. 4 in a row for Colin Albright. I wasn't going to drink.
You can say it now.
I can say it now. I look like a genius.
No, that's 4 of the.
I bet he strikes, Mike.
Yeah, those 4 shots are some of the best that anybody's thrown.
Our Miranda Munoz coming in a little high with the 3-6. Both ladies trying to get a feel here. Definitely Miranda, who hasn't. Grace has got a game under her belt here on the TV pair, and now Drew Watts after that open frame in the 4th. Oh, hit him thin. Watch him spin.
Beautiful shot. Yep.
And a great cover by Miranda. And, boy, these guys just aren't flinching much.
No.
One mistake so far.
Yeah. And it wasn't, even though it was the big 4, it wasn't that far off.
A lot of talent in that northern part of the state of Indiana. Definitely the Elkhart.
2025, 2026 for sure.
And Miranda misses a head pin right. Kind of an overcorrection there in a way. The 1, 2, 4. Now Drew Watts looking to get back on a string here. 5th frame. You didn't like it. Oh, but pins go everywhere. Looks like a blender down.
It did. Great shot.
On the pin deck, and that kind of lets Colin know that, hey, you know what? I might have made one mistake, but I'm not probably going to make 2. So, in an open frame for Miranda.
Looks like she may be doing a ball change, Miranda, or next time around. She didn't look very comfortable in the first couple frames here.
Oh, and a 10 pin for Colin. And Mike, you only get 4 shots on each lane. And not a lot. You really have to make sound decisions quickly, but your first couple of shots need to be really good.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, that's what's going to tell you. Otherwise, we can see it can fake you out. If you don't throw it the way you want to throw it, then you're going to have a bad read, and it might take you, at least a couple frames to get back and figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like Miranda's going to go to something with a little more surface.
And Grace looks like she's went back to the ball she's started with.
Jeremy Sauls, the coach for Lake Central, going back to get the ball, and as Colin Albright makes the spare.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, when you only get so many practice balls, it's one thing. They're young and they should stay fairly loose, but once again, those first couple shots are just, it's not easy to throw a good shot that is clean and that you feel comfortable with, without trying to read the lane condition as well as throw it,
And Grace makes the spare. Now Colin here. And another strike. These you almost have to as a coach, maybe pull the reins back on the guys here because you're in such a good groove. You just want to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to, you got to get into a momentum, and just kind of keep going and get into a rhythm.
Well, with that strike in the 6th frame, that's really forcing Drew to keep going
Catch
with
back
the
up,
string.
yeah.
Oh, pin stand, no chance. So much
Beautiful
power
ball.
these
Yeah,
guys can
beautiful.
generate.
Yeah, beautiful.
So cool in the last 10 plus years, the evolution of the two-handers, right?
Yeah.
So many more. Oh, come on, 9-pin. Great shot by Grace. You
Great
see
shot.
so many more, though, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. The perfection of what's been able to be adapted to, and the power they create, and they're good spare shooters as well.
I know these companies like Kegel have to keep coming up with new
Adapt,
ideas
yeah.
because of the amount of change that these two-handers bring to a
yes.
lane pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful shot. Just the one blip on the radar, per se, in the 3rd frame for Drew Watts.
It was a big one, though, yeah. But here's a big shot right here for Colin. He's got to keep he's got to keep striking too.
Well, his lead is down to 5.
Yeah.
Now Grace with the 9-pin here. Conversion. She wants to stay clean through 4.
She threw a great shot. That was one she deserved to have, but solid 9.
Yeah,
Perfect
she does.
spare. Good job not letting it get away.
Yeah, before we get too far along, I want to also thank the staff here for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. Mike Krauscher, the tournament director, and Larry Zademan, the commissioner, and a lot of effort and hard work goes into pulling this tournament off as Colin
Keeps going.
increases his lead to 15, and there's
change.
Miranda with that ball change, and a
yeah.
high flush strike. But again, a lot of work behind the scenes that go
so
on in
many
this.
nameless people as well that just make these things happen, and not only just today, yesterday and today. I mean, we're talking, all season, from the matches, conference matches, starting in practices starting in August, and it's just there's so much to be done with the high school bowling. All well worth it, though, and thank you to all of you that do that.
Now Miranda looking to throw a double. She missed that little right. Pin's come back, but interestingly, the 1-5, you don't see that very often.
No, you're going to have to make sure your ball's got good drive and get to the 5, but not too far past that head pin because you won't be able to get it, obviously.
Oh, and Colin with another strike. Mike, these guys are lined up.
Yeah, it's just serve back and forth, right? Okay, it's your turn. Beautiful shot. Shot making.
It's one of those matches where hook ball, oh, Miranda leaves the head pin, open frame in the 5th. And this is one of those where unfortunately, we're going to run out of frames here for both Colin and Drew. But that is some supreme shot making here. Oh, all that power and a flat 7. Exactly what he did not want to see.
Nope.
When you're already trailing in the match. Waiting in the wings on the girls' side, Morgan Morales. On the boys' side, Wyatt Skipper. What a weekend it has been here from Pro Bowl West in Fort Wayne. I want to thank the staff of Pro Bowl West, proprietor and owner Dave Small, for all of their help in pulling this event off too as well. Can't thank those center owners enough for you being one yourself there, Mike. As that ball comes in light. Oh, great break.
Big break, yeah.
And Drew Watts back in with a strike.
Which he has to do. I mean, he's going to need to take it out to have any kind of a chance here. Unless he gets some help, which Colin has not shown being a helpful guy when it comes to that.
Yeah, right now, Colin's on a 240 pace.
No.
Now
he's labeled every shot.
Drew can still strike out for 243, but he's going to have some help from Colin here. He's going to wait. Don't blame him here. Grace is going to pick up this 10 pin here. looking to stay clean through 5. If so, she'll have a 23-pin lead. And she misses the 10-pin. That's going to give Miranda a little bit of life here. Only trailing by 12 now, Mike.
Yeah, Grace is a good spare shooter. Another nice shot by Colin.
And the 6-pin just slapping the 10 silly there. That that's when the ball is working.
He's made nothing but perfect shots this game.
The nerves are non-existent. Now Grace here. After that open frame, 6th frame, left lane. 10-pin. Boy, neither her nor Miranda can just get.
It's a tough look there. It's like you can't quite get it squared up because it's going to break loose. And if you make a good shot like that, it's coming in a little late.
Now Colin looking for 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 9-pin.
Well, I guess if you're going to leave that after a 4-bagger, then at least you get 4 in a row. But that was a great shot. Another great shot.
Well, he just needs to mark here to advance. Boy, this is a match where you hate to see either one lose.
Yeah.
They both have bowled so well.
Solid physical games as well.
And Grace looking for the spare, and she gets it.
Good comeback.
That away. 10-pin goes down, and Mark in the 6th, and now the sophomore from Lake Central, Miranda Munoz, will step up here on the right lane in the 6th frame. Comes in light, 2-pin. Good physical game, though, it looked for Miranda.
Yeah.
It looks like to me it's just
a matter of getting it lined up. And
exactly.
I think she just needs to try to get that ball to start a little sooner so you're in a better position down lane.
256 for Colin Albright. And he will advance to take on his teammate, Wyatt Skipper here. It's going to be an Elkhart title on the boys' side.
Nice spare.
Good cover for Miranda. Mike, and you're looking at 2 kids here, and Wyatt Skipper and Colin Albright, and you're thinking to yourself, how did these guys make it to the team event finals yesterday? And so many great bowlers here in the state of Indiana in the high school ranks.
Yeah.
Just shows you how hard it is to get here, right?
No, it's very difficult, and once you're here, you've got a lot of competition. So.
Well, you just have one bad weekend.
Yeah, no, that's
and
one game can knock you out of it all.
That just shows
even let you get here.
It shows you how hard it is.
It's a very difficult format.
But a great run here for Drew Watts, the junior from Concord.
Very, very solid game by Drew.
And he's going to
physical game, actual game bowled. I mean, it just you can't say enough good things about what you're seeing and what he's probably going to be able to do. Continue to do.
Hard to think you could shoot 230 and go home, right?
Yeah, those are tough.
Solid game, 232. Unfortunately, one of your buddies from your hometown league just shot 256. Oh, great cover for Miranda.
Beautiful spare.
Huge spare there. You heard her coach Jeremy yell, "Come on!" And he knew she threw it well. Now our attention, as the boys' match is done, our attention goes straight to the girls. Grace Zerner now stepping up here in the 7th frame. $16-pin lead now here for Grace. I want to thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV, the official voice of Indiana High School bowling. And now Grace Cerner, 7th frame, right lane. She didn't like it, Mike. She quickly turned her head in disgust. And I don't know if she missed right or just didn't get a good feel off the hand.
Yeah, it looks like she's just not comfortable where what the ball reaction is, and when you're not comfortable with that, it's hard to be smooth at the bottom and make clean shots when you feel like you've got that small area to hit.
Well, and what's really hurt Grace too here is some of her misses have been 5 counts, and this is a 5-count washout. The 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. What do you want to do here, Mike, to try to make this?
You want to slide it, the head pin, drive it into the 6 and the 10, but you can also make it the other way and let the ball bounce off the 1 and take out. She's going straight at it. Get a little bounce. Oh.
No.
She, going straight at it like that, you can get it on either side. But
we need to get you one of those little telestrators.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can draw your little circle.
I can draw stick figures. That's about
and
it.
Draw a little circle and move it right over to the right.
But she got 3, which is, you can't. That is a makeable spare, but it's not easy for sure. So here's where she just got to settle back down, take a deep breath, and just make a clean shot and hit your target. That's all you want to worry about, hitting your target right now, because they're very difficult down there from what we can tell.
Well, she still has a 9-pin lead here. And you're right, every pin is going to matter here in this match. Neither player has a good grasp of what the pair is doing, and you're just trying to survive.
Yep.
Now, 8th frame. Oh, nice there we go.
Kind of moved everything over. It just looked like everything moved over 3 boards or so, 4 boards, and it was a great look.
Now, Miranda Munoz stepping up here, Mike, in the 8th frame. She has a chance to take a 1-pin lead here with a strike in the 8th. Oh, okay.
There's a break.
All right, great shot there.
Great shot. Yeah, very good shot. 4-9 standing for a second.
Now we have a tie match. As long as Miranda can convert the 4-pin here. Boy, it doesn't get any more stressful for the parents and the coaches than a match like this that's just back and forth, back and forth. And a good cover. Words of encouragement from her coaches, and here she goes, stepping up in the 9th frame.
9th and 10th, yeah. This one's down to the 9th and 10th again.
Oh, come on. Oh, great.
Solid 10. Good shot. Good shot.
Exactly what she wanted to do, and the 6 does glance off the 10, but doesn't have enough to knock it over, and she leaves a 10-pin. But what a shot.
Last 2 frames have been perfect. Great shots.
Yeah, almost a 4-9 in the previous frame, and yes, you're right. The last 2 shots have been very good, and that's a spare.
You can tell a little more confidence in the way she releases the ball, a little smoother. Big shot coming up here for Grace Cerner.
All right, max score for Miranda is 174. So an opportunity here for Grace to step up in the 9th frame and give herself a really good opportunity to advance to that title match. Strike in the 8th.
Grace was this year's sectional champ and also semi-state champ, so she knows how to win.
Yeah, bowling out of that Indy West Conference. They were obviously, with her in that program, have done well this season. And high game of 279, all conference this year. Comes in line. Oh, head pin comes off the wall and just tomahawks the 2-4-5 out.
Put together a great shot there, working on a strike already. That was that key 9th frame. She controls the match.
You know, an opportunity, Mike, here for a tie.
Yeah, if she doesn't strike here.
Taking some extra time. Drying both hands
that
off.
That ball came back pretty well. That
yeah.
one, it didn't come back came back a lot, but it didn't really catch. It just barely caught the head pin.
Interesting, Mike. She set her ball down and she grabbed another one. So she's throwing 2 different balls here on this pair.
She's doing exactly what you should do, and that's set back and reset. And she's doing all her thinking back off the approach before she ever steps up there and goes. So that's what you want to do.
Well, a strike here, and she will advance to the title match. Anything less, and Miranda will have an opportunity to step up in the 10th frame. Comes in light. Oh, 7-pin.
Good shot, though. I mean, that was another one that could have struck.
Well,
both girls have come through here in the 8th, 9th, and 10th to try to put things together, and they've done it.
Well, now that opens the door for Miranda. Ever so slightly. Important now here to make the spare and then get all 10 in the fill. Remember, she came close to throwing away the first match with a 5 count in the 10th. So let's see if she can first make this 7-pin. All right.
Good job. Good job. Good spare.
First things first, got to make that spare. Now, all the attention goes here to the fill. You want to continue to go through your process here, right, Mike?
Oh, nothing changes here. Yeah, you just get yourself set, do it pre-shot routine, wiping the ball off, get your hands dry. Visualize a bit and set your feet and go. Simple, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
All right, 10th frame here, fill ball. Big shot for Grace. Comes in light, 7 count. So that's going to be.
Wasn't a bad shot. It was a good shot. I mean, it just didn't make it back.
171, the final score now for Grace. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to wait till that pin cycles through, but she's not. She's going to get right up there. Now, here's the big thing with that 7 count fill. She doesn't have to have a strike here. Oh, but she does. You're right. She had to have a strike. Yeah.
She needs the next one, too.
They always tell you.
Yeah. She needs
math was not your strong suit, Scott.
She needs a strike and at least 8 to win by 1.
All right, here we go.
That was a pretty shot. She's last 3. She's done really well.
So much pressure, and these kids perform at such a high level. Yeah. Here we go. Must strike. A little off balance at the line there, Mike.
No, she's stuck and didn't get the release to get the ball through.
The 1, 2, 10, and Grace Zerner will survive and advance.
But Miranda Munoz put herself in a position to win that game by her adjustments and got herself through 3 really good shots that gave her an opportunity to advance. And good job by Miranda.
All right. Oh. Whoa. Ooh, she stuck again there. Yeah. Mike, she had a problem on that first shot with her footing.
She's stuck,
161 final score for Miranda Munoz, but Grace Zerner will survive and advance. When we come back, hey, let's get a word with the 2 bowlers bowling in this final match, Grace Zerner and Colin Albright. When we come back, we'll talk with them here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, we're back here laneside with our victors in the previous match. And first off, Grace Zerner here from Cathedral. Grace, you've run the ladder so far. Both matches have been really close. What's been your strategy here in each match?
Right now I'm just trying to stay pretty calm. And I'm trying to make little adjustments right now because I don't feel great about the look that I'm having. But I think in the 9th and 10th frame I did some things that might help me in the next match.
Are you going to give us a little key of what you're doing here, or are you going to just keep those with yourself?
I switched balls. I'm playing with an IQ, and I switched to a ball that already had some more surface on it, so trying to get it to come up a bit more.
All right, best of luck. And now the guy with the hot hand here so far, Colin Albright. It's almost been like league day for you here, right? You're bowling all your buddies, but man, you have really performed well. What have you been seeing on the lane, and how have you been attacking it?
Oh, just taking one shot at a time, taking deep breaths before every shot, and just having fun. Like you said, all my friends are out here. We're all bowling. This is what we wanted right here, us three in the top three. So just having fun.
Well, give us a little preview here with Wyatt. What do you think you're going to have to do in order to take home this state championship?
No, just beat Wyatt. Stay focused on the lanes, make some small adjustments if needed, make spares.
Well, hey, guys, I like their chances here. I know Morgan and Wyatt are going to have their hands full. We're going to let them get back in to get some warm-up shots. When we come back here on Savage Bowling TV, we'll have the title match here from the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. All right, we're back laneside with head coach Jeremy Delkamp of Elkhart. And, Jeremy, what do you think? Now, how do you plan to spread out your coaching here when you got two players here bowling for a state title?
Nah, it's just one of those things where you keep them calm, let them bowl the best. Both of those guys have worked hard, and honestly, when all comes down to it, it's just going to be who matches up the best. But now I'm proud of both of them. Even with Drew Watts coming out of Concord, it's fun to see because all those kids bowl in the same junior league. Obviously both coaches from Concord and I, we're good friends. It's just we're happy to see the kids excel at this level, and we couldn't be more proud. But either way, it's hard because it's kind of like your kids. You don't want to cheer over one for the other. So the thing about it is, all I can do is, give them the idea, get them locked in, and just tell them to make the best shots possible. And whoever gets the pins to fall, it happens. So.
Well, I know both kids have bowled so well, especially Colin here. We're going to get our first look at Wyatt here pretty soon. I guess you can just sit back. You got the best seat in the house, right?
I do. They make me look good, so.
All right, Jeremy Delkamp, head coach of Elkhart. When we come back, we'll have match number 1 here right after this. All right, welcome back here. Broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee on Savage Bowling TV. And, wow, we have seen some tremendous matches all weekend long. It started off with the team event. Both the girls and the boys' state title game came down to the 10th frames. And right now, we're in for a barn burner here. The boys' side Colin Albright has just been on a tear. Now he's going to face his teammate, Wyatt Skipper, here for the championship match and the state title. And on the girls' side, Morgan Morales, who's bowled so well, her team winning this team title yesterday, and now she's looking to sweep with the singles. And then Grace Zerner has bowled just good enough to survive and advance.
And Grace has picked up her spares and bowled well when she needed to in the 10th frame. So, it'll be a great match back and forth. Morgan Morales yesterday winning. She got that first ball in the 10th as a strike, which made it possible for her team to win. And then the two guys, wow, nothing but strikes. Watching them practice, the leader coming over and still looks like he can strike. So it's going to be interesting because they're both very comfortable with each other and bowled each other probably a long time since they're in the same youth league together. So
yeah, a little delay here on the action. We are working on the approach on the right lane on lane 48, I believe, for the girls. Little sticky spot. We want to make sure the players are safe and have a fair slide into that foul line, so we're getting that taken care of. And once it's good to go, we'll get this match underway. But
and it's very important that
footing's everything, right?
It is. You can't make a good shot without it, and the one player, Morgan, coming on, it's new for her, but then again, Grace has been bowling a few, so it's like it's going to be a different feel for her too. So you want to make sure they get the opportunity to feel correct.
Well, it was great to talk to both Grace and Colin a little cool, calm, and collected, right? And interesting to see. I love the little bits of knowledge that Grace gave us on what she's trying to do and throwing something a little more surface, a little more aggressive. And I think you would probably say the same thing. When everything's on the line, you want to be aggressive, right?
Yeah, no, you want to. And she's been trying to dial in both matches beforehand. You can tell she's working it. So, and she's picking up her spares, which is hugely important. That's what's got her this far. So, but with Morgan, you're going to have to maybe throw a few more strikes than that. So it's good that Grace continues to try to dial it in.
Well, you know Morgan's coming in with a ton of confidence,
yes.
right?
But the approach, that approach, I mean, it's how comfortable they're going to be on that. Is it more of a worrisome shot? That's the thing. You got to have confidence going to line that it's not going to cause you problems. And Morgan Morales, she's still got a practice ball. So after they've cleaned them, so I'm gonna give her a leg up on that. Which coming in as a tournament leader, they should have that.
Well, you want to make sure that you have the proper footing. So you
don't want anybody
execute
to get hurt.
a shot.
And you don't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah. There's two reasons there for it. But a little bit about our number 1 seeds, Morgan, the junior from Boone Grove, already with 1 state title under her belt, as we mentioned earlier. Mike, what do we see here from her on her route to the state title?
She's trying to. She's got first in the sectionals, second in the regionals, and fourth in the semi-state. So she was right in contention to win all the way along. So it's no surprise and that she's been able to do that. And obviously she's planning on. She wants to bowl in college. So. She should do well.
I'm sure they're going to have. She's going to have a lot of options here when she bowls college. And
we might see her next year, though.
Yeah. And she's only a junior.
Yeah.
But quite the resume too. She was the Indiana-Kentucky All-Star champion as well, and a 3-time NWI JTPA champion. So quite the resume for the young lady from Boone Grove. And Wyatt Skipper, your junior from Elkhart. He won sectionals, 6th in regionals, and 4th in semi-state. And remember, his team won the state title in 2024. And then, of course, Wyatt, we love the comment. He's not going to attend college. He's going to start a business.
Yeah.
So I love the entrepreneurial ideas of Wyatt Skipper. And now let's go lane side with Gerard Kelly, our MC for the day.
He's not getting any more than that.
And you got to love the fire and energy from Gerard Kelly. Oh. Boy, Morgan got quite the – And both Morgan and Grace, I think it's split 50-50 here. I want to thank everyone again for watching here on Savage Bowling TV and our championship matches here. State titles on the line for both the boys and the girls, and Colin Albright trying to run the ladder here, Mike. Leading off. Right where he left off in the previous matches.
And the match before that for sure, yeah. So it just seems like he's making shot after shot. I mean, it's like practice session for him.
Averaging
great job.
Almost 242 on this championship pair. And now Grace Zerner. Comes in a little bit high, almost a 4-9, but the 4 falls late, leaving just the 9.
That ball had a nice shape to it.
All right, now your number 1 seed, our first look from Wyatt Skipper. Elkhart Lions. Oh, my goodness. What?
I'm speechless. That, totally different part of the lane. Great shot. Solid 10. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the 7's there, too. Unbelievable.
I've seen some 7-10s, but that might be one of the most high pocket blower 7-10s I've ever seen.
Very strange.
And now Grace. I
Good
guess
job.
if you're going to have it happen, Mike,
No.
let it happen in the first frame and then be done with it, right?
Yeah.
Two-hander here, lots of power. And that,
Totally different part of the lane than his opponent.
now our first look here at Morgan Morales, the junior from Boone Grove, bowling out of the Quad County Conference. Already a state title winner here in 2026. Looking to sweep the awards. Comes in high, 3-6. And that was
Almost broke pretty sharp on the back there, but
ooh. Little miss right there.
yeah. That shot way right, then never recovered, and obviously very difficult spare, but got to drive that head pin into the 610.
Well, and you know, Wyatt, watching his teammate bowl his first two matches,
Yeah.
Wyatt said he was going to watch. And, of course, when you see your teammate go 220, 250, and you don't want to start your match with two open frames. And a good spare there for...
Well, and Colin's already lined up, so, you know, it makes it very difficult to come out.
Back-to-back open frames. And
It's important for Colin to go out there and continue to do what he's doing, and I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, but, you know, there's an adjustment period for Wyatt, you know, trying to get lined up. He's just coming to the pair with 8 shots, and that's it, and gets a horrible break the first frame, and so, you know, where Colin can just pick up where he left off.
yeah, and you got to think, too, Colin already has like 28 shots on each
Yeah.
lane already under his belt, right?
Yeah.
Comes in
Oh.
light. Ooh, the first mistake. I shouldn't say mistake,
No.
but the first miss.
Miss the pocket in, I don't know how many frames. At least the last game he didn't miss the pocket.
Yeah, bucket for...
And he had even the first game.
So he is human. He's been a machine.
Yeah, he was just labeling them, yeah.
He's been a machine all day long, and now Morgan, after the spare in the first frame, comes in
difficult spare.
across the head pin with the 3-9. Not an easy spare here. He makes it look easy.
Yeah, did a good job of it.
Well, if you're Wyatt Skipper, you're probably thinking, woo, well,
Yeah, that's a huge break for him,
yeah.
yes.
Because he hasn't missed much at all today, and I'm sure Wyatt was probably thinking that Colin was going to start out with 3 or 4 in a row here, and
Yeah,
really,
I'm with him. That's what I thought it was going to happen, but now he's still going to have a pretty good lead, but not one that's going to put him out of it. Beautiful
yeah,
spare.
good cover. Not an easy spare there.
Yeah. These two
3-9.
girls are pretty good spare shooters for sure. They do a good job.
Hey, we got somebody from the chat watching from Las Vegas, rooting on Wyatt. Thanks for watching here this afternoon. Now, Colin, after the
Trips a 4, but just leaves the 9. Remember back to the first game where he kicked out 2 4-9s. He got the 4 out, at least only left the 9. That's it. So just got to make that spare.
now here's Grace. Spare in the first, second frame.
Oh,
Comes in a little high and leaves
almost
the
an
3-6.
exact replica there of Morgan Morales' shot.
Yeah, she said she was going to go to a ball with a little more service, a little more aggressive. I think sometimes when you do those things, you're more aggressive internally, right? Because
Yep.
you know you can't be
Yes,
soft
no,
with it,
yeah.
right? As Colin Albright makes the spare, and
Yeah, you're trying to create a little more room away when you go away so it doesn't get into that spot where you don't hit the head pin. But then it's going to be more in play, so it's going to jump.
Now, what do you do here if you're Wyatt after those two for a blower 7-10 and then a washout?
You got to go right back to the first. He threw the first one good and in the right spot. But that's, I don't know if he's got enough shots to really know what shot he's got, because he's in such a different part of the lane than Colin is.
And another spare for Grace.
White's just got to make a clean shot here. Nice and smooth.
Ooh. Boy, and he is facing the start he was not looking for here, right?
That's a tough one, yep.
Now the 2-4-10. And I'm wondering, is he too far left, you think, or?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends when he gets to that one break point. Where is he at? Is he outside of it or inside of it? I mean, it looks pretty tricky there. Obviously, Colin's making it look pretty good going up the lane, but different ball speed, different everything.
It's Grace with a great shot there in the third.
Yeah, that was a perfect shot there.
This is a big spare attempt here for Wyatt, right?
He needs to make a run. He needs to make a run at it.
Switch balls to go across lane. We'll see what happens here on this next shot, but he's staring at 3 open frames to start his match. And quickly down 35 pins.
He must have saw something in the practice that's why he's playing in there. So, and I'm not sure what he did this morning, what he played, but that first ball was a great shot. Just didn't get the reward.
Mike, he's going to make a ball change.
Well, I think we talked before. Now's the time. If you can't sit and wait.
As Morgan comes in light with the 2-pin. This is a big shot for Wyatt here, and we're just in the 4th frame.
He's moved out.
Oh,
yeah.
What a move
Yep.
by the young man from Elkhart.
Good shot.
You know, you got to wonder what he and his head coach Jeremy Delkamp saw there in practice. But Mike, he just moved like 2 or 3 arrows right.
Well, he's kind of out there where Colin was at. So, but you know, the first frame he threw a perfect shot. You know, so that's what he saw. But now it looks like a little wiggle, and you miss your spot, and you can't get it there. So,
and a great spare there for Morgan. She remains clean through 3. That's the Colin we have seen all day long. 10 pins in the pit.
Great shot.
Leading by 23 in the match. Can make it 33 here with the strike. And now, Mike, just a 1-pin lead for Grace Zerner here through 3. Big moment here for Morgan. She's been a little off her game here to start, right? Comes in light, 2, 4, 8. And that's been the issue for a lot of the girls. Coming in light a lot of times and then try to make that move and then the ball wants to jump.
Just to really jump, yeah.
47 and 48 has been a challenge. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a perfect shot by Colin.
Mr. Roboto with another strike here in the 5th. That's a double for Colin Albright.
Adds to his lead.
And now Morgan trying to remain clean here in her game. Good spare.
Nice spare.
Now, this is going to tell us everything we need to know in this match. Wyatt must strike here in this just to get some momentum going. 5th frame. That ball read early, Mike.
Yeah, it did. Yep.
See, that's the difference between the 2 hands and the 1 hand. That ball with a little more rotation, and that ball read a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's going to pick up. Yep.
And right now, Wyatt's in trouble.
Yeah, I assume he wasn't playing in the area of the lane over on the other side in qualifying this morning. So it's going to take him a little bit to adapt in. Although his first shot was pretty darn good.
Oh,
nice
just
shot.
enough. Great spare just to get that 9
Nice
pin
shot.
out.
Yep.
I think Wyatt knows
It's
do or
strikes.
die
Yeah,
here
needs
at this
strikes.
point, just halfway through the game. Now Grace Sterner looking to double here in the 4th. Leading by a pin, can trail or can take the lead by 14 actually with a strike here. Oh, and she
she's
gets
made
it.
Great moves. She's made great moves. Perfect shot.
Now 14 pin lead, Mike, and she can make it 24 with the
Yeah.
strike here.
That was a great shot. That last two have been perfect.
Oh. See, and he moved a little left off that, and then it just doesn't want to go through the pins quite right. 7 pin.
Yeah, he's playing catch up. He's trying to get lined in, and it's just he's dug a big hole here, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you got to feel for him on that first shot where he just absolutely pured it, and it's just a blower 7-10. And what does it, what does that do to you mentally? Because do you start to question am I in the right spot or?
Well, I think there's two things, especially when you've seen Colin Albright's opponent was bowling that you've obviously going to be behind, so that there becomes more of a force. And
now Grace looking to make it 3 in a row, comes in light, and a 2-10 split.
it just looked just a little bit to the right, and boy, they're just not getting that recovery.
Boy, now Colin steps up where he can really pretty much take a stranglehold on this state title. Mike, and he just hasn't had to move.
No, he's made just clean shot, but he's not missing this target, and he's not missing the hit. His release is perfect, and he's just put his head down and just made one shot at a time, and boy, just labeled them. And that's the thing when you're the leader and you come over, you don't have that advantage of get the advantage of being in the title match, but you don't have the advantage of seeing how the lanes are breaking down and changing. So, Colin Albright's been able to see him transition and do all the things that's going to happen, but he's been able to stay right there and just do it. So that's the problem about being a leader. Sometimes you don't get to see things coming up.
Oh, and Colin comes in just a bit high, leaving the 4 pin, and
he just needs to fill frames. He just needs to make marks.
Boy, in the way 45 and 46 have been playing, you thought we could see some really high, big scores.
Yeah.
We have seen some big scores, but unfortunately for Wyatt, really had that awful start, and before he knew it, he was down 30, 40 pins. Now Morgan needing to get something to go, clean through 4. Comes in light, yes. Head pin does the work.
Yep, good shot.
And her first strike of the match. Oh, and Colin misses the 4. What did you say about?
Yeah, that was my fault, I think. But.
We're all squared 1-1.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You can, when you're ahead by a bunch, it's easy to get lackadaisical a little bit, lose your concentration, and let one slip by. But, Colin, I don't think he's too worried about it. But
well, he had some pins to give, but you just don't want to normally do it. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Here's a big shot here for. She can take a 10-pin lead here with a strike in the 6th. She comes in light again. Oh, leaving the 7-pin.
It was a good shot.
Let's see if Wyatt can get something going here. There we go. Great shot for the two-hander.
Yeah. Wyatt needs to take this one off the sheet to have a chance. And, if he gets a double here, it does send a message to your opponent.
Well, we got people watching from all over the area. Miami, Florida, Iowa, Detroit, Ohio. That's the beautiful thing about live streaming these events. People from anywhere can watch their family bowl, their friends bowl, and now big shot here for Wyatt Skipper.
Oh,
yeah, there
big
we
shot.
go.
So he's got 205 left, but, you know, Colin Albright's shooting 206 right now. So, you know, there's that double makes you think a little bit.
Well, yeah,
That's all you can do.
It
I mean,
puts,
you know,
puts a little bit of a thought into
Yeah.
Colin's head, right?
That's all you can do.
Of course, these guys are good buddies and
Yeah.
bowl in junior leagues together and teammates. And now Colin stepping up here after that open frame, his first open frame of the day.
He's back in there.
Oh,
Yeah, good
10
shot.
pins drops. And now
Grace can pick things back up. Yeah.
match is all square here through 6. Oh,
Nice
great
shot.
shot there. Mike, she's been, last 2 on that
No,
right lane have
yeah.
been really good.
Yep. She's definitely found the ball. That's for sure in the area she wants to play in. That's looked pretty good.
Oh, 9-pin, little late there, but goes down, and that's the
I
double
don't know.
that Colin was looking
He looked
for.
pretty nervous, didn't he, on those 2
Yeah,
shots?
yeah.
Wow, great shots by Colin Albright. Great shots.
Yeah, these kids just don't look nervous
No.
at all. And Grace going through her routine. She's looking to take a 10
Yeah, big shot here.
pin lead here with a strike in the 7th frame. Ooh, looked like a little more ball speed. Ball
Yeah.
didn't read. 1, 2, 10 washout. Oh, great shot. And man,
Still letting him know he's here.
he's
That's good.
still lurking
Yep.
in the weeds. But boy, you got to think Wyatt's, you know, would have loved to have seen that
Yeah.
a little earlier, maybe
Oh,
in
most
practice,
definitely,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because his last 4 shots have been really
No,
good.
he's been in play, yeah.
Now, Grace Cerner on the spare. Oh! The worst
Wow.
break, one of the worst breaks you can get on a
No,
washout is
yeah.
when the head pin goes around the 10.
Because you think you've got them, they look great, and they just it's just like the solid 10 or solid 7 in that case.
and that
you know.
we're just talking a
Oh,
fraction of an
yeah.
inch that's off.
Yep. Great attempt.
Now Wyatt here in the 10th frame, and he strikes. And what if is what he's going to be thinking about. And luckily for Wyatt, he's only a junior. He can come back. But you know, Mike, these opportunities, sometimes they don't come around very often. And
No.
and this is going to be one of those. If he doesn't come out victorious, that he's going to be thinking, what if I done that earlier?
But he gives himself a chance here if he gets this one. Oh, beautiful shot by Morgan Morales.
Oh, my
Solid
goodness.
7.
I will say this. Wyatt has not had a lot of luck.
Well, he hasn't given up. I mean, obviously you're in the state title match, you wouldn't be doing that. But that's a great mental game to keep yourself doing it. And what a great shot. Solid 7. And that was the one that gave him an opportunity to still win this game.
Oh, boy, you got to feel for the number 1 seed, Wyatt Skipper there. 194 final score, and he'll come up short.
He's got a chance still, but this is one of those where you need, I'm not going to say it. You need a bad break here for Colin Albright, and he's done nothing but throw the ball great.
Oh, and Morgan Morales with another strike.
And we're in the important time of the girls match right now too. But this is for the state title right here with Colin Albright.
Ooh. 2 falls late, leaving just the 7-pin. And it's going to be enough.
Yep.
He really needed just good count.
Yeah.
Colin Albright is going to run the ladder. And Mike, he has bowled about as good as you could bowl.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right, the state title on the boys' side is going to stay in Elkhart. Colin Albright defeats Wyatt Skipper. The senior comes out on top, and he'll take home the state championship.
Yeah,
but
just
now
3 great games.
Our attention turns to the girls. Grace Zerner here after the open frame. Comes in light. Ooh, another 210. And you can almost think Morgan is just, she can almost see the finish line, Mike.
Yeah, the 9th and 10th looms large. A lot of good can still happen here.
All right, the senior takes down his junior teammate. I know it's a bittersweet feeling too, Mike, because you're pulling for your teammate as much as you are yourself, and when he comes out on top, and this is a moment right here, Mike, where the way Morgan has thrown her last 4 shots.
Yeah, I'd be making a run at this.
You got to. Grace has got to give this a run.
Yep. That was a good attempt. Good attempt.
Remember the washout, the head pin went right around the 10.
Now Grace is a great spare shooter. She's around those tough spares all the time. She's making runs at them.
All right, the boys' side has been determined. Colin Albright, the senior from Elkhart High School, the Elkhart Lions, takes home the state title here in the singles portion on the boys' side. And now we're just waiting to find out who's going to win the girls. 191 max score for Grace Zerner. .20 pace here, I believe, for 2-teen pace here for Morgan Morales. So big shot here for Grace. And she gets a nice shot.
That's a big shot. That sends a message to your opponent. You're not gone away.
This shot right here can pretty much determine the outcome of this match. Grace with a possible, or Morgan with a possible score of 234. Well, a big weekend. We're coming down just to the final few shots of this event for another great year for high school bowling. About to wrap up. Now, Morgan, 9th frame. Comes in just a pinch high, Mike. The 310, not an easy spare.
Yeah, there's so many ways this match could turn right now.
Fans, put on your calendar, February 28th, we'll be in Anderson, Indiana at Championship Lanes for the Indiana High School All-State Tournament. Again, we'll have some of the best boys and girls high school bowlers in the state participating for scholarship money. And now, Morgan on the spare conversion. Open frame, Mike. It's getting tight.
Yep. Yeah, Morgan Morales still has it in her own hands here. If she throw a couple strikes here in the 10th.
Well, what she's done now, if anything less than a double here, and Grace Zerner can step up into the 10th frame and win. But still, ball in hand, and that's what you want as a player, right? You want to determine the outcome.
Yep. It's a better spot than me sitting on the bench just watching and not in any control. Pressure situation, though.
10th frame,
Very
left
quiet.
lane. Yes.
Very quiet.
You see the anticipation on the crowd here. Watching Morgan Morales step up here in the 10th frame. Oh, oh my goodness. And she loved it off her hand, and she should have. And solid 8-pin, one of the worst breaks in bowling.
Well, this is a shot. This is a shot was just perfect and leaves a solid 8. This is one where looks like she's doing it, taking a deep breath and regrouping, and make sure you don't let this get away from you.
I mean, Mike, you can't throw it any
No,
better.
no, that was perfect.
Important to make this spare. All right.
Yeah, a little bit of, skip of the beat there, but
Yeah. I think some of the parents felt the same way. They were helping steer that ball over to the 8. But now here, pin count huge. I think less than a strike, and Grace will only have to throw a double with good count. So important here for Morgan to focus right here on this fill shot in the 10th frame. Oh, comes in light. Boy, what a
two good shots.
Two good shots, and not the result she was quite looking for. 189 finish, but now all your attention focuses on Grace Zerner here, who can step up in the 10th frame, Mike, with 2 and 9. 2 strikes and a 9 or better, and she will win the single state title. This is where you talk about now you just got to sit back and watch.
Or not. I just look at the floor.
And the crowd's going to give you all the information you need, right?
But this is the spot you dream of, the opportunity to throw strikes to win.
Yeah, how many times has Grace practiced her craft thinking that this shot right here is for the state title?
Yeah.
And here she is, the junior from Cathedral High School, is living out that dream right here in front of us. 10th frame, must strike. Comes in light and leaves the 2-7, and that won't be enough. Morgan Morales, get out the broom. She sweeps the titles here at the 2026 Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. And wow, what a weekend for the junior from Boone Grove.
And a great job by Grace Zerner. She worked so hard these 3 games to continue to work to try to get the lineup and try to get everything aligned so she could score, and she came into a 10th frame where she could have won it.
And give a big round of applause for Grace Zerner. What a fight today, trying to run the ladder. She comes up short, but I'm sure we're going to see more from her as she's only a junior as well. But again, Mike, plenty of drama here.
The matches were just unbelievable this weekend.
And this 10-pin and 170 for Grace Zerner. And Morgan Morales, your winner on the girls' side. Colin Albright, your winner on the boys' side. When we come back, hey, let's get a word or two with our champions here You're watching Indiana High School Bowling right here on Savage Bowling TV.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Indiana State High School Singles Finals. And I'm with Morgan Morales, the 2026 champion. Great job, Morgan. And it was very difficult at the end. Both girls were struggling a little bit, but you found it. You found the lock, the shot, and solid 8-pin. What were you thinking after that solid 8-pin?
I knew that it was kind of, heartbreaking, but it's okay. I mean, I knew it was a good shot, and I knew I just had to spare it and get as much count as I could.
Well, we noticed you stood back and did a little thinking a little bit and made sure you got your spare. And so now that you've completed that spare and you are the champion, now what?
Now I'm very grateful for everyone that was here by my side cheering me on. I still can't believe it. I'm very happy and very excited.
Well, we also have she is also the 2026 team finalist for Boone Grove. So you swept both titles. Congratulations, and we'll wish you all the best. All right, good job. All right, back to Scott. Scott will be back with our boys champion in just a minute.
All right, thanks, Mike. Back lane side here with the champion on our board side. Senior from Elkhart, Colin Albright. And Colin, you ran the step ladder here. You had to take out your teammate, Wyatt Skipper, in the championship match. But what an impressive day for you on the lanes. We talked a little bit off camera here. You really never had to move. You were locked in all day long.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, got in the urethane, stayed right with it, made small adjustments, and just played how the lane was playing. I mean, really lined up with me today. The pattern was really, really good for me. So. Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to cap your career off as a high school player with a state title? You have to feel great.
I mean, it feels great, but I don't think I've realized I've done it yet. But yeah, it's gonna feel great here once I notice I actually won. So.
I got to ask you, because I know your coach Jeremy Delcamp real well. How can you give him any credit at all?
Well, I can give him a bunch of credit. He was sitting by me the whole time, the step ladder, telling me to breathe. I mean, that was honestly the biggest help I've had. Like, he's been a really great coach this year. So, yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out to at home that might be watching?
I would like to shout out my mom, my dad, obviously, getting me into bowling. Shout out my grandparents. I think my grandma's watching, so shout out to her. So, yeah.
All right, congratulations. Once again, your champion on the boys' side, Colin Albright from Elkhart, the Elkhart Lions. He takes home the state title here at Fort Wayne in Pro Bowl West. We'll be back to wrap things up here from the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. All right, we're here to wrap things up here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here. Pro Bowl West, the location today in Fort Wayne, Indiana for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. And what a memorable weekend we've had here. Team event, unbelievable. Boone Grove winning the girls' team event on Saturday, and Jasper Wildcats winning the boys' side. And here today, we witnessed some unbelievable bowling on both the girls' and boys' side. Colin Albright just was a machine all day long as he takes home the title on the boys' side.
Yeah, Colin got lined up early and just never moved. He just had it dialed in. Just if he had to make adjustments, he worked very hard, and he had those shot-making and just sent messages to his opponents that, I'm going to do this. And, wow, great bowling, great to watch.
Yeah, he said, listen, I threw urethane to start and never moved. He said made a few little tweaks here and there. And really it forced Wyatt, who started with resin early, and it forced Wyatt into a urethane ball late, but a little too late when Colin was bowling so well.
Colin it was almost like a practice session. He just threw an exact shot after shot. It was textbook for sure.
Well, Morgan Morales sweeps the girls here, her team winning on Saturday, and now she takes home the single state title on the girls' side. And what a resume this young lady is putting together. She was an Indiana-Kentucky All-Star champion in the past. She has tons of other individual titles, and now she's got 2 more state titles. And, Mike, she's only a junior.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise you when you see her here doing so well and what she's got left to do. But she made the right adjustments as well, and solid 8-pin which would have locked it up for her, or got started to locking it up in the ninth and 10th frame. And you can see great mental game as well. Took a step back, thought about it, made sure she got her spare, and then made another good shot to make it really difficult for Grace Cerner to come through. And but Morgan Morales, she's the full package as far as middle game, on and off the lanes, and great shots. Great shots. It was fun.
Yeah, and you love to see the emotion, the tears, the joy of happiness, right? Really cool for these kids.
And just as good, the camaraderie between the kids and the sportsmanship is phenomenal. It's fun to be here and watch this stuff. I'll tell you, it's just great.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast here of the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals here on Savage Bowling TV. Plenty of more bowling action coming up. We'll actually be in Anderson championship lanes in 2 weeks for the Indiana High School All-State Championship, so join us for that. And then March 7th, we're in Anderson again for the Indiana Queens Championships too as well. And some of these girls like Morgan Morales, she might find herself in one of those Indiana Queens championship matches.
It would not surprise me.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Like and subscribe. Tons of bowling action coming up. We appreciate your time this afternoon. Again, your champions, Colin Albright on the boys and Morgan Morales on the girls. This has been a great broadcast here on Savage Bowling TV, the official voice of Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. So long, everyone.